As a family of 6, I've discovered that I can't do it all. I need help, and today I am sharing how I've delegated specific chores for the kids to do to help me around the house, as well as conversations Michael and I have had in order to help me not get burnt out. So if this sounds interesting to you, stay tuned, give this video a big thumbs up because it really does support my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that bell so you get notified when we upload every Monday and Thursday, and let's get into it. If this is our first time meeting, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is Beck and I'm a mum to 4. Our kids are 4 months old, 22 months old, 4 years old, and 6 years old. So we have a crazy madhouse happening and I love it. I am really needing help though because it is chaotic, and as a parent you know that our lists are endless and relentless and they can really empty your cup. There are job after job after job that needs to get done, and at the end of the day sometimes we feel so exhausted because all we've done is served and our cup begins to get emptied. Which leads me into today's video, which is how we are sharing the load as a family, because it is our home, these are our things, and it's not wholly and solely my responsibility. As parents, we sat down and brainstormed some age-appropriate chores that the girls could help us around the house. Zoe is in kindy and Mira is in grade 1. However, they like to do the same things. Zoe doesn't like to be seen just as a 4-year-old. She likes to have a bit more responsibility than average, which is fine by us. This means our system is we have morning chores, which is kind of like a morning routine before school, and then evening chores, which is their routine before bed. If you've been around our channel for a while now, you know that I love a good visual. I love building independence and responsibility in each of our kids, and there is no better way than making a display for this. This led me to creating a visual chore chart or routine for them. I cut it out, laminated it, and have blue tacked it to their wall. I love things that aren't just a once and done usage. I like things that can be reused over and over again because it takes time and effort to make it to begin with. I don't want it just getting chucked out. And being at the age where Zoe can't yet read, I have had to heavily rely on visuals, which is fine because I feel like Amira is a visual learner anyway. Sitting down at my computer, I Googled some images as well as taking some images around the house, and I have created little flip cards that are on their display board, and it goes through their sequences so that they get instant gratification that they have done that job, tick it off the list. I love a good list and I love crossing things off or ticking things off, and this is a great way to encourage that and install that in our own kids. The girls' morning chores are the same and they are identical. So once they've gotten up, they need to get dressed, and the girls actually have a week overview where we have taken pictures of their uniforms because Amira has 2 different uniforms, a day uniform and a sports uniform, and depending on the day she needs to wear the correct uniform, so that helps her to know which uniform she needs to get dressed into. Then once they're dressed, they need to make their bed. After that, they come out and they grab their laundry box and they put away all of their clean clothes. If you haven't seen my laundry hack video, stay tuned to the end screen and I will leave it linked there for you to go watch. After they've put their laundry away, they are then going to help pack their bags. Amira is really good at having her own independent routine. She grabs a library bag, a homework bag, and a lunch box. Michael helps pack the fundamentals for Zoe's bag, but then Zoe puts her lunchbox into her bag. And then their final chore is to independently brush their teeth. So all of these jobs they have to do by themselves. We've obviously modeled it, we've explained it to them. We haven't just said, go do this, and for them to not know what they're doing. And that's the most important thing, is when you're setting up these chores, do it with them a couple of times so that they know the expectation and what they need to do, because even though we've been doing it for years, this could be the first time that they are experiencing doing this chore, and so it's really good to set them up for success. The evening chores are a little bit different because we're on a bit of a rotational roster because we didn't want the girls to get upset they were missing out on a certain chore. They do have a basic nighttime routine that has their chores that are a constant every night, and that is putting their lunchbox into the kitchen once they've gotten home from school. Then around 5 o'clock after they've had their shower, we tidy up the playroom. That's another chore that they do by themselves. After dinner, we are getting into a healthy habit of packing the dishwasher. So the girls come to the kitchen with an adult supervising them, and they put their plate and cutlery into the dishwasher, which they love doing. And Zoe and Amira have even loved turning the buttons on and putting the dishwasher on before bed, which is getting us into a healthy habit as parents. So I'm quite thankful for their enthusiasm for that. And then after all of that, they are going to brush their teeth, which is another independent job, and then they look after their pet cat. Now, this is a chore that doesn't change for them. Amira fills Molly's water bowl up, and Zoe then feeds Molly her dry food. So that doesn't swap or change just because Amira is old enough to independently get a cup of water from the sink and to clean out the bowl, where Zoe is good to have Michael open up a bag and to scoop something out. So that one is definitely age appropriate, which is the reason why it doesn't change. Now, something that is different is we do have 4 jobs that rotate from week to week, and it's kind of categorized in 2 sets. So the first job is to do our laundry pickup. So one person goes to the boys' room, their room, and puts the washing, dirty washing, right into the washing machine. We don't have baskets. It just goes straight in because part of our evening routine is to put it on. And then that person's job is also to come to the lounge room, to this couch, and to make sure that there are no toys here. Phineas loves to get toys from the playroom and come out and play with me while I nurse Eddie, and it's really great to have this couch cleaned and this area cleaned before the kids go to bed, because then when Michael and I would like to relax in the evening, our space is back to our space. So one person does laundry and couch, the other person sweeps under the dining room table, which, because Phineas is still under 2, he does finger food and probably like 40% ends up on the floor. It's really good to get that up straight away. And then they wipe the table down using a disinfectant wipe. So it's really great because it means that our living room and dining room area are completely tidied before the kids go to bed. Their toy room is completely tidied, and it's a great way to pack up and close down the house. If there are any extra jobs where we're needing to get a bit of a helping hand, we offer the girls extra pocket money if they would like to do something. If they say no, that's perfectly fine. We're not going to force them to do any extra jobs, but we do expect that they do their chores on their job charts, which they're getting into such a great routine, they're not even having to think about it. They just do it automatically, which is so amazing and very helpful. Now, when it comes to the little boys, we will be monitoring them to see when it's appropriate for them to start having jobs. We didn't start chores until about 3 for the girls, so it'll probably be around a similar age. However, we are finding the more kids we have, the more the younger kids want to get onto the bandwagon because they see the older kids doing their chores. So we will just keep an eye on Finn. He does turn 2 in a couple of months, and we'll see how he goes. He loves to carry his clothes box down to his bedroom, which is very helpful and a great start. A really important conversation I had to have with Michael was the fact that I was feeling a little bit burnt out on weekends because I have to do the evening routine all by myself because Michael doesn't get home until 5:45, and it is very chaotic having the 4 kids under 6, and especially with 2 under 2, and with nursing Eddie, it just is a madhouse. And I've had to do a lot of adjustments to the way that I cook dinner and meal prepping and slow cooking and whatever I can do so that our afternoon routine is as smooth as possible. But with that, I was noticing that I was getting so exhausted by the weekend. I really needed a little bit of extra help. And I know that it is Michael's weekend as well. After chatting for a little bit, we came to the conclusion that a way that Michael can help me enjoy my weekend as well is that he is cooking dinner on Saturday and Sunday night, which really is amazing because, like I said, I'm usually having to nurse around that time. The kids are exhausted, their emotions are high, and being able to enjoy my evenings on the weekend is really great. It's always said that it takes a village to raise a family, and I genuinely believe that. And sometimes it's hard to reach outwardly past the immediate family, and it's really good for us as parents to instill responsibility and to show that this is their home too. They're not just guests living in this house. This is their home, it's their belongings, and they need to learn to look after it. I have found that since sharing the load with my family that my mental health is definitely better. I'm able to enjoy more family time because we're doing stuff together. They're helping me pack the dishwasher, they're helping me get clothes off the clothesline, and it's great that they're learning these life skills as well. So if you found this video helpful and interesting, please give it a big thumbs up because it really does support my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that bell to get notified when we upload every Monday and Thursday, because this parenting gig doesn't come with a rule book, we only have each other. Stay tuned to the end screen and I'll put my laundry hacks video there, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!